Welcome back to We Really Shouldn't.
Episode number 2.
Woo! We did it.
They liked us because they brought us back.
We're your host. I'm Julia Scaparrotti.
And I'm Zoe Bukovalis.
Zoe, you look amazing today.
Thank you. I took a little extra time. Your skin's looking very dewy, very flawless.
Thank you. I like those headphones on you.
You do. It's better.
Way better.
I actually went to buy the Apple AirPods that are like the big thing.
Yes.
Thinking that would be the best look for me. Mm-hmm. But it turns out they're wireless, which I get is the point, and you can't plug them in.
No.
Here.
It doesn't work for podcasts.
It didn't work for a podcast.
No.
Yeah.
But did you keep them?
I did keep them. But I'm rocking these, and they're definitely a better look than last week.
They definitely are. So every week, we start off by breaking it down from J to Z, and we recap our weekend and let you know kind of what we did and what we really shouldn't. Lifestyle's all about.
And then our segments will include our favorite things, like beauty. If I go missing, make sure to use my selfie with the most likes.
Obviously. We'll talk a little bit about fitness. Exercise. I thought you meant extra fries.
Ooh. Food. I am on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it.
And then events. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
And travel. This one's a deep one.
This one's deep.
But I'm really feeling it. Mm-hmm. Not all who wander are lost.
It's true. I believe it.
It's true.
You can do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want. Doesn't necessarily mean you're like lost looking somewhere to go.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So let's start it off. Break it down from J to Z. A lot happened these last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
There was an Instagram blackout. We had Patriot Cheerleader auditions. Southie, St. Patrick's Day, Dropkick Murphys. Mm-hmm. Woodstock 50 was announced. Double Shot of Love was announced. And the new Bachelorette was announced. Very busy week.
Very busy.
So let's start off by talking about the Instagram blackout.
One of the worst days that I can recall so far in this year.
As soon as I knew that my Instagram wasn't working, I thought of you.
Well, so I had a little bit of difficulty. I thought all of the internet was out. So I called my cable company, who I'd like to use this platform to publicly apologize to.
Did you really call your cable company?
And I'm not going to say who.
Okay.
But I called them 3 separate times throughout the day. I was running up and down 3 flights, unplugging routers, waiting 30 seconds, plugging in modems, waiting for blinking solid lights. The woman kept saying, everything's good on my end. I hung up and I'm like, they better not send me a survey because this woman is an idiot. Turns out I'm the idiot because I went to Instagram, it wasn't working. Mm-hmm. Went to Facebook as backup, wasn't working. Didn't think to Google something or actually try the internet.
So when Instagram was out, you were just working all day to see if it was working.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And somehow this terrible blackout, it led to, I think I might have unknowingly engaged in a food fetish sex phone conversation with my cable company.
Okay, wait. What?
So on my third and last call to Comcast, I'll say who it is, I'm like, listen, my internet's been down all day. I can't get on the gram. People want to know what I had for breakfast. There's 2 people, I'm sure. Definitely
I was dying
my mom.
to know what you had for breakfast,
I know
actually.
my mom wanted to know. And then I'm sure somebody else, you. Mm-hmm. Those are like the only 2 people, but fine. So they put me through to technical support. He's resetting everything. And I said something to my dog, like if she would stop crying and barking while I'm on the phone, I would give her a piece of cheese.
Right.
He heard cheese. And he's like, ooh, cheese, bacon. So I started recording this conversation because I was dying. It was so funny. He starts talking slower. He's like breathing. Next thing, we're in a full-blown conversation about
this is your
Wendy's,
cable guy.
Wendy's, Sonic, Chick-fil-A, which I thought was Chick-fil-A. I'll admit it. It's Chick-fil-A.
It's Chick-fil-A.
He was talking about this cheese sauce he had made over the weekend, his love for bacon. Everyone I sent this video to was like, Zoe, I don't know if I can say this. They thought maybe he was like touching himself because he was really like groaning and moaning, and it was really
Well, did
funny.
he help you? No, because Instagram was down.
No, because it was just Instagram.
So you just ended the conversation.
I had like meaningless food fetish phone sex with Comcast.
It's very weird. Usually when you're on the phone with Comcast, you hate them.
Right. No, he was great. And I would, if they sent me a survey, he'd get all 10s.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So the Instagram blackout was kind of fun.
It was a weird day.
It was definitely a weird day. So let's talk Pat cheerleaders auditions in Foxwood. So I had the opportunity to host alongside Camille Kostick, who was a former Patriots cheerleader, now Sports Illustrated swimwear model. Bailey Medeiros, former Miss Mass Teen USA and former Patriots cheerleader. Scott Zolak, who used to play for the Patriots and now broadcast for the Patriots. And then Brian Morey, who runs the Patriots Hall of Fame. It's a lot less stressful being on the other side. I know.
Definitely.
Remember what auditions was like as a cheerleader?
It's the scariest day of my life.
Yeah, it's very stressful because you don't want to mess up.
Right.
And I hope the girls had a lot of fun. Did you have a lot of fun? You came.
I had so much fun. It was so relaxed being on the other side. You don't have to worry about anything. I went out and I had french fries and a burger beforehand, which you definitely don't do before auditioning. And I just got to like take everything in and watch everyone perform. The guys that
I was
came
just about
out,
to ask you. So we had our first 2 males audition since we used to have male. This is a fact that a lot of people don't know. The Patriot cheerleaders had males back in the 70s.
Oh, was it the 70s? I never knew that.
So when the Rams announced that they had 2 males, like the first 2 males ever cheer for the NFL, it was a lie because the Patriots actually had males back in the 70s.
I didn't know that.
But the 2 guys that auditioned this past weekend, it's the first time that guys have auditioned in years.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal.
It was.
And they made it through to the next round. I think they 100% deserved it.
I do too. They had so much energy,
And the crowd went wild when they danced.
People were going crazy for them.
So now we're down to 50 contestants. Boot camp's the next 2 weeks, and then the squad will be announced on March 30th.
So I'm dying to see who she puts on the squad.
Me too.
I have my secret picks, but I'm not going to reveal. Can't do that. Yeah.
Okay.
We should have like a bet or something.
We can make it interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We'll have to talk about that
Okay,
next
we'll talk
time.
about it.
So the next day was St. Patrick's Day.
Was?
I didn't do much. I went out with my family. I had an Irish coffee, little Jameson whiskey, Bailey's, yum. And then I had a green beer, of course. What did you do, Zoe?
So my plan was to get to Southie at 8:30 a.m. And we didn't get back from Foxwoods until it was almost like 2:33. I woke up at 6. I was like, it's St. Paddy's Day. I'm going to Southie. Decided I was going to take a nap. Ended up getting to Southie at 8:30 p.m.
Instead of a.m.
Yeah, and anyone who knows me knows, I'm always like a little bit fashionably late, but 12 hours, that's my record.
You were 12 hours late to Southie. So you missed
I missed
the
all
parade
of Southie.
and everything.
Yeah, when I got there, it was like the streets were dead, all the bars were shut down, there was trash and confetti blowing everywhere. It was over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You missed it.
I missed it all.
But then that night you went to Dropkick Murphy's at the House of Blues.
Yeah, so Ken Casey, who's in Dropkick Murphy's, is a friend of ours, and he got us tickets, so I went, and that was in fact a shit show.
Why?
The Dropkick Murphy fans are crazy. It was
so
a lot
sad I
to
missed it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So they were mosh pitting, they were shirtless, they were drunk, people were making out.
That sounds fun.
No, it was fun. It was just a lot to take in. I
Yeah.
think that I've learned my lesson that you do start at 8:30 a.m. so you're on the same level, because when you come in at 8:30 p.m.,
It's a little too late.
it's a lot. There was a lot going on.
Yeah, you were probably the only sober person in that whole building.
I was. And luckily, Ken had us go up to the 3rd floor to sit, which was like a little more private, because I don't think I would have fared well in those mosh pits.
No.
I'm not like a mosh pit.
Yeah, you might have gotten hurt.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sad I missed it.
You would have had fun. You were missed.
So, a couple announcements this week.
Yes.
Woodstock, the 50th anniversary. It's in New York. The first thing I did was look at the dates.
I know.
And Zoe and I have a wedding that weekend, so we can't go.
But I think
What do you
if
think?
we left the wedding Saturday, like after the wedding and everything, wake up Sunday morning,
Yep.
we can get to New York and we can see Jay-Z.
You think we can
Jay-Z's
do that?
performing Sunday. I think we can. I don't think we should, but if we really shouldn't, that means
I mean,
we
it
really
is the
should.
50th anniversary of Woodstock. That's a big deal.
And I heard they're going to have some of the original people from the first one there, which is pretty cool.
So my mom, sorry mom that I'm giving out your age, but she was 19 years old when the first Woodstock went, and she only made it halfway there.
What
but
happened?
like that's a huge because there was so much traffic and I mean Woodstock was the biggest festival ever and nobody could get there.
I
So
just had an idea.
what?
Should we take Colleen to the 50th anniversary of Woodstock?
Because she didn't make the first one.
Oh my God, we have to.
Maybe that's
I love that
would be a
idea.
Good idea. But yeah, so she never made it. But she still has that story of like trying to
story.
get there and like
Yeah.
sitting in traffic. And then they just ended up turning around and who knows. But
I feel like we need to take her.
oh my God, that's a good idea.
Yeah, she can like complete her journey to Woodstock
Mm-hmm.
on the 50th anniversary.
All right. So also they announced Double Shot of Love, which is a brand new television show on MTV with Pauly D and Vinny. And they're in a house with, say, 20 to 30 women, and they're trying to fall in love. And someone that was on a dating show with Pauly D, myself, I'm kind of annoyed by it. I'm not going to lie.
I wanted to ask you what your thoughts were. Like, would you have rather have done this show than the other one?
100%, because I was only there for a week.
Right.
And I mean, I got some exposure from doing it, but I feel like this show, with it being Pauly D and Vinny stuck in a house, I think it would have been so much more fun.
Yeah.
And so much more exposure. So I'm kind of pissed.
So I guess the girls get to pick, like, Pauly D and Vinny can pick, like, who out of the girls that they're taking, but then at that point, they get to pick which guy. So, like, if you made it forward, who would you have picked?
Vinny?
I knew you were going to say that. I had a feeling. Yeah.
You would have picked Pauly D.
Yeah.
That's why we
absolutely.
get along, because we have different, like, we never like the same guy.
Right.
That's why we get
Right.
along.
I agree.
But yeah, maybe I'll watch it just because I was on an MTV show.
Is
But
it-
I'm really annoyed about it.
Is it too late to, like, petition for you to have a comeback? Like, even if
Yeah,
they
it's
started
'cause they've already
shooting.
filmed it.
But if they started shooting, you, like, walk in and it's like, oh, he already has a past with her. You, like, throw a wrench. I'm going to reach out to someone. It
Yeah,
could
let's reach out to the
plot
producers.
twist.
And then The Bachelorette was announced,
Yes.
which I'll be honest, I don't watch The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, but I competed in Miss USA, and a lot of former Miss USA contestants are on The Bachelor. And the woman who was just announced, Bachelorette, Hannah B. I don't know what her last, it's Hannah B, right?
I believe it is. I
Hannah
don't watch the
something.
show either.
But she was Miss Alabama USA 2018.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So that's how I know who she is, and
Okay.
that's why I'm interested. So maybe I'll watch it this season.
So I think I'm going to start watching it this season. I don't know much about the show, but
Yeah.
I do know about good-looking guys.
Okay.
So I went on and I kind of did a little research.
Yeah.
And I was like a little bit unimpressed.
Oh, they're not cute.
They weren't like my type, but there was one guy, I think his name was Tyler G.
Tyler G.
He's a beer influencer. So I was like, okay,
Oh,
I
and
know
you sell beer for a
right,
living.
Exactly. So I liked that. He had like dark hair, dark facial hair. He was really cute. So I'm sort of rooting for him.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's watch it
So I
this
think
season,
yeah,
and then
let's
we
do
can
it.
talk about it.
Okay.
And all right, The Bachelorette.
I like it. I
Only
like it.
30 seasons late, but
I know. We have a lot of making up to do. That's okay. So let's move on to beauty.
okay.
If I ever go missing, make sure to use my selfie with the most likes. You obviously know that.
I
And it
would
doesn't, and I just want to
100%.
say it doesn't have to be a selfie.
Okay.
It could be like any of my pictures with the most likes.
Okay.
So go through and double check on that.
I would, if you ever go missing, I will not let them use one of those old
God,
school headshots or something like
Something
that.
awful.
No.
Make sure it's filtered and
Yeah.
it's jazzed
I got your
up.
back.
And I know you do.
I got your back.
I know you do. So you have a very exciting appointment on Monday.
I do, and I'm nervous about it. So I'm getting my eyebrows microbladed.
So exciting.
And so what I know from microblading is that it's kind of like a tattoo. So
Right.
they go in there with a little scalpel and they kind of make, I know, don't make that face.
I know I didn't mean to, but
And then they make little hair strokes in your eyebrow and they kind of shape them. And then I think it's a dye that they use
I think
or
so.
something. And they put that on your eyebrow. It's a 2-hour process. I have heard that it's actually not that painful.
okay, good.
I've gotten a tattoo before, and they said it's not even close to getting a tattoo, and they
Okay.
put numbing cream on it.
Oh, all right.
So where I'm going, it's called AZ Brow Art. Her name is Anna Zavadini. She's gonna kill me that I don't know how
No,
to
I thought
pronounce
that
her
was
last
great.
name. But she sponsors the Miss Massachusetts pageant. So I know a lot of people that have gotten their eyebrows done there before. I'm just excited because it's going to save me time in the morning.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to have to like take a pencil, or do you use a pencil when you do it?
I do.
Yeah, I'm not going to have to like draw out an eyebrow every morning.
Which will save you so much time. And I've seen her work. I've actually stalked her Instagram, and the before and afters are amazing. Yeah. But I think you're going to peel at some point. I think that they get really dark, so don't be scared. So Monday or Tuesday, I think they're going to look really, really dark. Okay. And then you're going to peel, and then I think you go back for a touch-up, and then they're not as dark, and you'll love them.
All right. Well, luckily my eyebrows are kind of thick anyway, so it's more of like a maintenance thing than like a going from no eyebrow to a full eyebrow. Right. So hopefully it won't be too painful, but I'll give you an update to see how they are and what they look like. But I think I'm going to be happy with them.
I think you are too. She does great work.
My Aunt Mary, who I call my pageant mother because she loves all that beauty and glam stuff, she's going to come with me and she's going to get hers done too. I love that. So we'll be there from like 12 to 4. It's just going to be like a girl's day, just hanging out, getting our eyebrows done.
Nice.
So it'll be fun.
So speaking of eyebrows, I went on a recent Sephora trip this week. I mean, I should really say my weekly, or I go all the time.
Anyways, you really shouldn't go to Sephora all the time, Zoe.
I know. And I've been struggling with my eyebrows and what I want to use. So I kind of go back and forth between the Anastasia Beverly Hills and the Benefit. And so this time I went for Benefit. Because,
really? I use is it Anastasia?
So I always thought it was Anastasia, but when I go to Sephora, they're very bougie. And they say Anastasia. Okay. So I just thought I'd throw it in there. Like I
use the Anastasia one.
Do you use the pencil or the pomade?
The pencil.
Okay. And I really like it. Yeah. But I'm looking for more of like the thinner hair strokes. And I feel like Benefit, the pencil's a little bit thinner, and it gives me more of those like
So you've used it for a couple days, and how do you...
I like it.
You like it?
I don't know. What do you think?
They look good. Your eyebrows look good.
I also got the Benefit Brow Gel, and I'm obsessed with it.
So what's a gel do versus a pencil?
So I really like the look of your eyebrows sticking straight up, and my eyebrows go to the side.
The Cara Delevingne look, or whatever her last name is?
Yes. And so I want them to stick up, so the brow gel gets them to stay straight up. And I use them for my little baby hairs up here, a little trick.
Oh, on your head?
Yeah, to style my little baby hairs.
Wow.
Right on my hairline, yeah.
So multi-use.
So I really like that, yeah.
Okay.
And also, summer's coming up.
Summer is coming up.
And people are probably now working on their summer bods or panicking. And I know I'm one of the panickers. So I'm starting to work on my summer bod.
Me too.
I know. So obviously, I always say you should eat healthy. You should work out. 2 things that I'm not saying I do, but I do endorse doing those things. But I want like a little bit of like a head start, maybe just cheat a little bit. Yeah. So there is this place called Body by BTL. Okay. And they have a machine called the M Sculpt.
The M Sculpt? Yes. Sounds intense.
It does. I'm a little nervous. So it sculpts the body. It tones the underlying muscle. And I guess what it does, you can do it to your booty. You can do it to your stomach. Yeah. It actually lifts your booty.
Oh, all right. And this white girl needs some lifting.
I know. I definitely need my booty to be lifted. And for your stomach, it contracts the muscle. So it's like you're doing like, I don't actually know how many, but I'm going to say 1 million stomach crunches. And you look toned and fit
so it kind of like zaps your muscle.
Yeah. And so I looked at the before and after pictures, and they were like incredible.
Do you think that hurts?
I don't think it's painful. I think it's probably just like a little bit of a weird feeling, but I mean, worth it 1,000%. So I'm going to look into doing that. I kind of want to try it, give myself a little head start for the summer.
Wow. There's so much you can do these days.
It's incredible. Like, I wish I had someone that would, like, tell me. We're going to have to start researching, and we're going to start telling people so they know.
Right. Like, spend your money here. Right. Don't spend your money here.
Right.
Right.
So I'm going to check it out, and I'm going to let you guys know how it goes. And I'm
excited for our beauty segment next episode because we're going to have so many updates.
I know. I'm really excited.
All right.
Lift this booty.
So speaking of body, our next segment is fitness. Zoe's favorite segment. JK. Exercise. I thought you said extra fries.
Now I'm really hungry.
So I'll be honest, when I was Miss Massachusetts USA, and when I was a Patriots cheerleader, I worked my ass off. Yeah. I was waking up at 5 a.m, going to the gym every day. And then as soon as I stopped having to wear a 2-piece on the sidelines of Gillette Stadium, I kind of like let myself go a little bit. But it's hard to stay motivated.
It's really hard.
And I just want to make sure that we are using each other and like holding each other accountable.
I love that idea.
Because I'm really bad at doing it by myself.
Me too.
All right. So we're going to get our summer bods.
Yes, we're doing it.
Whether it's through Body by BTL, is that what you are thinking about?
Yeah.
Or we saw this new thing online called Booty Yoga with Tiffany Bond. And basically, instead of yoga music and candles and like a heated room, it's like you're at a club.
Love it.
Listening to Cardi B.
Love Cardi.
Instead of like the warrior pose and the tree pose and the whatever children's pose. I've
never done yoga in my life.
Yeah. You're literally twerking.
Love it.
So if you're someone that wants to try something new, this is something that Zoe and I definitely want to try out.
Yes. And they have a free 7-day trial.
There you go.
So try it for 7 days.
I love when things are free.
I do too.
Yay! So that's our little fitness segment of the day. We're moving on. Maybe we'll have more next episode. But that's the new fitness thing that we want to do.
And so now, right from fitness, we're moving on to food.
Which?
I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it.
And what do we see in front of us?
Ooh, let's take a look.
So we have the Ice Pick Vodka. It's the same people that do Shipyard beer.
Yep.
I've had this before. It is so delicious.
It is good.
And I know Tito's is very popular amongst people our age, but I love to support local businesses.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Ice Pick Vodka is just as good as Tito's.
It is.
And I love the packaging too. I'm like, I know you're not supposed to read a book by its cover, but like what the packaging looks like is what it tastes like. Clean and crisp, and it doesn't give you a bad hangover, which is important.
Which is
to me.
very important.
And then I'm going to open up this can and give you some ASMR.
I don't want you to be
of
alone.
Willie's Super Brew. It has a little goat on it. There's a picture of a goat, like Tom Brady.
Oh, right there.
Ready?
Ginger, lemon, turmeric.
Is that some ASMR for you?
Oh, wait. I still didn't YouTube ASMR.
There you go. Cheers.
Cheers.
To our first food segment.
I actually like that.
I might have another sip.
That's really good. Mm-hmm. Where's the goat? Oh, there's the goat.
It's
I
cute.
actually like that. That's good.
So Zoe and I, before we did this podcast today, we went to Cafe Nero, which is in the Seaport District, and it's kind of around everywhere.
Yeah.
But the one specifically in the Seaport District, it's like you're like walking into a library.
It's very intimate, I thought.
It's so intimate. There's a fireplace, there's couches, there's chairs, there's high tops. So I recommend anybody going there just
Absolutely.
to have a coffee or
I had a water,
sandwich,
and the water was great.
Zoe
Poland
had a
Spring was on
water.
point.
I had a mango smoothie.
How was that, by the way?
It was good, and they make it right in front of you. And they have like a little test kitchen in the one that we went to. So there was people making cookies, and they were handing out lemon and chocolate chip cookies.
I missed that. You didn't tell me about the cookies.
Well, I said no because I'm
For
trying to be good.
supporting our summer bods.
So
I
that's why
appreciate
I'm
that.
not telling you until now. But
Okay,
check it
thank
out.
you. I would have definitely had one.
And then another thing I've been doing is called Nutri-Meals.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up in Peabody, Massachusetts, and there's an Italian restaurant called Toscana's.
Okay.
And the family that started Toscana's, which is probably the best Italian restaurant on the North Shore, they started this company called Nutri-Meals. So
Okay.
what they do is they deliver you once a week. The delivery comes on Sunday. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. And it's all portioned correctly.
Oh, that's perfect.
Which is so important to me because like people would be like, do 1 ounce of this and a half a cup of this. And I'm like, I don't know how much rice I'm supposed to eat or how much chicken I'm supposed to eat. So they measure it for you and they make sure that it's balanced. So it has a protein, it has the good carb, it has the good fats, it has the vegetables. So you can you have to order by Thursdays. You can order whatever meals you want, and it will be delivered to you on Sunday. And then you just pop them out of the fridge. You can put them in the oven, or you can put them in the microwave.
And how does the food taste? Is it good? Because sometimes with that stuff, it's not good. Is it good?
I know. That's what everybody keeps asking me. So my favorite thing so far, I've tried a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
The overnight oats for breakfast is delicious.
Okay.
They did this one dish. It was called chicken pesto with quinoa and Brussels sprouts.
Ooh.
And I'm very picky about my vegetables because
Yeah.
like if they're too soggy, they'll be be too gross, or if like they're, you know what I mean? Yeah. You're like, yeah.
I'm like, I've never had a vegetable, but yeah.
The Brussels sprouts were unbelievable.
Really?
Yep.
I've never had a Brussels sprout, actually. I haven't.
Well, you should have a Nutrimeal Brussels sprout.
I'm going to try them.
You'll love it.
I have to order today. Today's
and
Thursday.
Then my favorite thing about it is because I'm always constantly running around from job to job, since I don't work a normal 9 to 5 schedule, it's keeping me accountable, and like I don't have to eat fast food or something that's quick and easy. Like I can just carry Nutrimeals around me, and wherever I am, some of the meals you can eat cold, and then other meals, like if I'm in the office, I can just pop it in the microwave.
I'm going to have to give it a try.
Yeah, they do like turkey meatballs with zucchini spaghetti instead of like real spaghetti. I know you're like, oh, I want real spaghetti, but it's good. Pasta. It's so good.
But I've always wanted to try the zucchini spaghetti. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, zucchini spaghetti.
And isn't there squash spaghetti too? Mm-hmm. I want to try both.
They do all that
things.
stuff.
Okay.
So do it.
I'm gonna have to give it a try.
Use code Julia S10.
Julia S10. Got it.
And then Zoe.
Well, so veggies I don't know. But candy, I do know.
You do know candy.
I have a sweet tooth. So I'm on week 2 of giving up Cadbury mini eggs.
So explain this to me.
So I'm addicted to Cadbury mini eggs. I feel like there must be like crack or something in them. Like literally addicted. Crave them in the afternoon. And they're seasonal, thank God, or else I'd be eating them all the time. So they now have them come out at Christmas time. They have the little red and green ones. And then right after Christmas, Easter comes out with the eggs, which I like more because they're a little bit bigger. Mm-hmm. And I was eating, I hate to admit this, but I was eating 4 of the big bags a week.
No way.
I swear to God.
4 big bags a week? I do not believe you.
I swear to God. Like I can take a bag down like so easy because I just love them. But I'm in my car all day for work driving around.
So you don't even realize how much you're eating.
On mini eggs. So when Lent started, I thought, let me give up all sweets and I'm going to give up my mini eggs. Mm-hmm. So the first couple of days were hard. I was having cravings. They were on the shelf. I had to throw them away.
Yeah, I have to do that stuff too.
I grabbed a bag of goldfish to take with me for the day. And this is how sensitive I am to mini eggs. That bag was sitting on the shelf next to the mini eggs, and I could smell the sweetness of the mini eggs on the bag of the goldfish.
Are you staying strong, though?
I won't cheat on Lent. I've been good, and I think I lost like a pound or 2 giving out 4 full bags of mini eggs. Yes. So I'll let you know how that goes, but the cravings are subsiding.
Anybody can do it. If you can give up mini eggs.
Anybody can give up anything. Yeah. That's how
Because when I think of Zoe, I think of mini eggs.
Do you know people have like DM'd me on Instagram when I said I was giving it up for Lent and said, Zoe, don't do it. Zoe, you're not going to be able to do it. Like people know. Yeah. Those are the eggs I eat for breakfast. We need to do like a hashtag support Zoe. Yes.
Support Zoe's mini egg addiction.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
So now our 4th segment, events. Come on, Barbie. Let's go party. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in April in Boston.
Tell me about this Brandon in Boston event.
So I'm really excited. So Dirty Water Media is presenting Brandon in Boston, and I am co-hosting with Mikey V from Kiss 108, who I have never met Mikey V in person.
You never have?
No, isn't that wild?
Wow.
I know. So I'm really excited to meet him and to host with him.
He's a great guy.
It's going to be on April 10th at the Revere Hotel from 6 to 9. And you can buy tickets on, go right over to Dirty Water Media or Eventbrite. There's going to be a ton of really cool Boston brands there and influencers. Camille Kostick, one of our best friends, is hosting. Yep. And I'm excited to see her. Chelsea Roy from The Bachelor is going to be there. She's a doll. Love her. The Hess twins are going to be DJing.
Yep. So her mother is dating Bill Belichick.
Yes, Linda Holliday's daughter. So I'm excited to meet them. There's going to be food, drinks. Kettle One will be there. There's going to be a ton of pop-up shops, and it's going to be a panel, and we'll engage with these influencers and kind of pick their brains. So I'm excited.
Which you and I have seen Camille Kostick's career grow. I mean, right from the beginning. Huge. So you saw her, I mean, we knew her when her Instagram following was just us. It was just like 100 people.
Right.
And now she has over 500,000 followers.
500,000 followers.
And
That's
she's
wild.
Worked her ass off to get there. So I bet a lot of people have questions for her and how she's built her career.
I want to know too. I want to like pick her brain. I'm excited for this.
Right. And social media is such a new marketing tool that a lot of companies still don't know about.
Right.
And she's built a career off of it.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited. It's going to be a good event.
I'm going to be in Vegas that week, but I would have loved to go.
I know.
Bummer.
We will be missed.
Yeah.
You will be missed.
But I'm sure there'll be a lot on social media. So
there will be.
And I can talk to you about it afterwards. But wow. And then March Madness. Do you know what March Madness is, Zoe?
So I know it's college basketball.
All right.
Okay, that's a
I'm
good
proud
start.
of you. That's a great
I know
start.
that people talk about these brackets.
Yep.
I don't know what the brackets are.
Okay.
I don't know who's in it.
Yep.
That's all I know. Basketball.
That's a lot, though. I'm proud of.
It's good, right?
Yes.
I'm a football girl.
I know. So March Madness is fun because there's so many basketball games going on. So that's why people love it, because there's always something to do every single day. There's kind of like an excuse to drink. Like, we really shouldn't go out tonight, but March Madness is on, so like, let's go. So brackets are fun.
Okay.
Because Zoe, if you fill out a bracket, you don't have to know what team is better than the other team.
Oh.
You can just pick it on, like, what color you like.
Oh, I could do that.
Or if their mascot could beat up their mascot. Or if their point guard is hottest. Because you don't know if, like, the top seed is going to lose to a 16th seed.
So is it too late to bet on this?
Game
or do a bracket?
Yeah.
Okay. Next year is going to be my year.
Yeah, next year will be a year. But and this year I'm doing something a little different. I'm doing squares, which I've never done for March Madness.
You do this?
Yeah,
I didn't know you participate in this.
Well, because anybody can do it. Because March Madness, you can't predict it, and that's why it's fun.
Okay.
So I'm doing squares this year, which is totally different. So if one of my team, if my team that I thought was going to win the whole bracket loses, like, I'm not out. That's the thing about the brackets, that if the person you think is going to win March Madness, if they get knocked out of the first round, your whole bracket is screwed. But with squares, every single game you can still win.
I like that.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that.
I hope you win.
Me too. I
That'll
need some
be exciting.
money. Not that I gamble or anything. Just a little. Just a little in March Madness. And then the one that we're waiting for, March 30th, is the announcement of the 2019 Patriot Cheerleader. So that will be on patriots.com, and I'm anxiously waiting.
How many men and or women will be chosen?
34.
Ooh, okay. So she's keeping it at 34.
Yes.
I'm really excited to see who gets picked.
Me too.
It's going to be really tough. Everyone that tried out, they were really talented.
Amazing.
They really were.
Amazing.
So they have a hard job ahead to find out who's going to be on the team. Yeah.
They do.
All right, so now let's transition into travel, the deep one. Not all who wander are lost. And we've had the opportunity to travel together a lot. We've gone on Super Bowls. We've gone away for dirty water.
Yes.
And most recently this year, we've been on 2 trips together. The first one was to Austin, Texas.
Yes, we went to a wedding.
Yes, another cheerleader's wedding. And we had a lot of fun on that trip.
We did have a lot of fun.
The weather was a little bit cold. I thought it was going to be like 80 and sunny in Texas.
Too.
I was ready for that. What did you think about Austin? Because the first day we went out, it was kind of cold and rainy, and it was a little bit quieter than I thought.
I don't think we got the full experience of Austin, just because it kind of was off season.
Yeah.
And because we were there for a wedding, obviously we were on like a strict schedule of when we had to be at the welcome party, when we had to be at the wedding, when we had to be at the brunch or whatever. So I don't think we got to see it at its peak times.
Yeah, I'd like to go back and maybe check Austin out and see what it's like.
We got to watch the AFC Championship on Sunday at a Boston bar in Austin, and that was so fun to be in Texas, but then be in a bar where you felt like you were in New England.
It really
Do you remember what
did.
it was called, that bar?
I was trying to think of it. It was definitely an Irish name.
It was an Irish name.
They had like the welcome mat was Patriots.
Yep.
They had the candles set up with like Gronk and Belichick
Gronk's
and
face
Edelman.
on Jesus' body.
Love it. The vibe was awesome. And it
So
felt
fun.
like we were in downtown Boston.
Yeah.
And I was initially really upset because part of the game we were going to have to watch on the plane. So I was so upset. I'm thinking, why did we pick this time? Like, I need to be fully focused on the AFC game.
Right.
And it ended up being at Gillette, one of my favorite memories was being on that plane watching the game, because we were with 15 of our friends.
Right. And the whole plane was watching the game.
Right. Everybody was fans of the Pats.
Flying back to Boston. Right.
And they won. We were 30,000 feet in the air, screaming, jumping up and down, celebrating. It's one of my favorite memories ever.
It was a lot of fun.
It was really fun.
I just remember too, like, because there was a lot of intense moments.
Oh, that game
and like
was...
you would just hear the plane go like, or like,
yeah,
or like,
it
like
was
just
very
like a
stressful.
lot of reactions.
It was very stressful. I enjoyed watching that game more than the Super Bowl. It was a very exciting game.
Yeah, I agree.
There was a lot of back and forth.
I agree.
And so where else did we go this year? We went to the Pro Bowl.
We did.
In Orlando.
In Orlando, Florida.
And it was freezing and it rained the whole time.
I know. I think it's us.
It's us.
We bring the bad weather.
1,000% us.
But I've only been to Orlando to go to Disney World as like a child.
Same.
So we kind of got a little bit of into the nightlife Orlando. We went to a club because Zoe's favorite performer ever, Rick Ross, was hosting a night for
Ricky
Pro Bowl.
Rose.
And how much fun did we have that night?
That was so much fun. That was one of my favorite clubs.
Right. So let's bring it back a little bit.
Okay.
So we pull into the parking lot.
Oh, you're gonna tell
and
them.
the first thing that the security guard says to us is he like, just to let you know, we have our own details. So like things that happen in the club, like so we can pretty much control what's happening in the club. And I'm like looking at Zoe like, what does this mean?
You looked a little nervous.
Like,
You're
what
like,
are we
should we not
getting
go in?
ourselves into? Like, what does he mean he has his own detail that he hires? We walk into the club. It just reeked of marijuana.
I mean, you couldn't
Everybody
even see.
was smoking weed.
It was just a cloud of smoke.
I'm like, this is what they do in Orlando?
Everyone had like
Never would be allowed in Boston.
No.
Never would be allowed in Boston. And they had strippers. And it wasn't a strip club. It was a normal club.
There was a
and there
lot
were
going
strippers. And I was like, wow, Orlando knows how to party.
Yeah, all of our pictures looked like we had a filter because there was so
much
much
smoke.
smoke. My throat, my eyes were burning by the time we left.
We definitely stood out there. We
we
definitely
stuck out like sore
did
thumbs.
not belong there,
No.
but we had so much fun.
I would go back there in a heartbeat. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
And Ricky Ross was great, as
Rick
always.
Ross was awesome.
I love him.
So hopefully we have like some traveling coming up soon.
I know. Well, we have a bachelorette party
Yep.
coming up
Yep.
in
But
Oregon.
we wish we could go to Miami to see Ultra Music Festival.
So I just think we should just go next weekend.
Yeah, maybe
I've
we will.
always
I
wanted
do
to go
have
to
a
Ultra.
Vegas trip coming up with my parents. And I
know.
can talk about that, but it's going to be lame because I'm going to be with my parents. But maybe,
No, not
maybe I'll
necessarily.
go out by
You
myself.
really shouldn't.
But I will. But I will. Wow. So that's like the end.
Yeah.
That's the end of
Episode
episode 2. So every week we would like to close with our We Really Shouldn't Ask This Question of the Week, where listeners can submit a question that they want help answering. So feel free to DM us on Instagram at Julia_Scappa. What's your handle, Zoe?
So right now, I don't know. It's Zoe Bukavalis, but I think I'm
Okay.
going to change it to Zoe_Buka.
Okay.
But you know what? Go to Julia_Scappa.
Yep.
Find a picture of me on there.
Yeah.
It'll take you to me.
That's a good way to do
Yeah.
it. Or go to Dirty Water Media.
Right?
And we just launched our new Instagram
Yay!
at We Really Shouldn't. So you can
Follow
DM
us.
that Instagram as well.
Yes.
So our We Really Shouldn't Ask This Question of the Week came from listener Karen from Framingham, and she wants to know, what are your thoughts on Botox, and do you think I should get it?
So I have yet to get Botox.
Yep.
So I don't know that I'm the best for this, but I've been wanting to. You know, I get migraines, and I know that it can help with the migraines. And this line right here, I need it off my face.
Yeah.
So I've been seriously considering getting it. So I'd love to hear what you have to say about it.
So first and foremost, wear sunscreen. I think a lot of women out there don't realize how important it is to wear sunscreen. Those wrinkles come from the sun.
I used to lay in tanning beds and fake bake.
Yeah.
I used to put oil on myself and just be a sun worshiper. And now I will not put my face in the sun at all.
Do not do it.
Please,
Keep it out of the sun.
please, sunscreen.
Wear
So
sunblock,
important.
SPF. Do I think people should get Botox? If you're staring at yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh my God, I have 500 wrinkles and your makeup is sinking in, then yes, get it. You don't need a lot of it. I think some people, that's where they make the mistake.
You don't want to look frozen.
They inject so much Botox in their forehead and then they can't even make an expression.
Yeah.
Which, like, you don't want to lose that.
Right.
So I have gotten Botox.
Did it hurt?
No. Botox
Really?
did not, and I'm a baby.
Okay,
I
I know.
am a baby.
No.
It did not hurt.
Okay.
So, Karen, I don't know what your forehead looks like, but I don't think there's anything wrong with Botox. I don't think you should be ashamed of it. I
Right.
think getting injections, if it's going to make you feel more confident, then do it.
I'm all about doing something that's going to make you
I
feel
think you're
happy and good
beautiful the
about
way
yourself.
you are, but sometimes if you need, you know,
Tweakment.
a little tweakment to feel better about yourself, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I agree
So,
with that.
Get your Botox if you want.
Get a little bobo.
Yeah. So, Thank you, everyone, for listening to episode 2 of We Really Shouldn't. I think, what did we give ourselves a score of last week? Like a 7 point something? I think we're up there now. I think this was like an 8.6.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, we did really good. We
crushed
crushed
some
it.
fast improvements.
Me too.
Made.
Me too. We worked hard today, so I'm proud of us.
And we look forward to talking to you next episode. If you see us out in Boston, please approach us.
Please do.
And take a selfie with us.
Please do.
We'll put a Kylie filter on that.
Yep.
And we'll selfie with you.
All right.
All right.
Toodles, motherfuckers!